Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault once again, and first of all, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you out there. Today I'm checking out the Mahindra Gusto 125. The Gusto 125 was launched earlier this year in the month of April and slowly made available in a phased manner across various states in our country. I got to review this when I went to return the Mahindra Mojo that I had taken out from my Independence Day ride from my friend Mr. KP Reddy's Yuvika Mahindra dealership. Well, the Gusto 110 itself has been a very impressive scooter right from its inception. It introduced several first of its kind features into the scooter segment here in our market. The Gusto 125 is here to further up the ante and offer amazing value because the base variant of the Gusto 125 itself costs lesser than the Jupiter as well as the Activa, which are basically 110cc scooters. The Gusto 110 itself was a very impressive scooter with its bold and tall stance, best in class ground clearance, a refined engine and decent performance with an acceptable mileage figure. The Gusto 125 comes through as a sportier rendition, especially this orange rush color variant looks stunning up front. Another good thing about the scooter to feel proud of is the fact that it has been developed completely in-house at Mahindra's R&D center located in Pune. The scooter gets the same frame as that of the Gusto 110, but the engine is all new. It also brings along a host of other features which we will be checking out during this review. First, we'll look at the differences between the Gusto 110 and 125 since the scooter is built on the same frame as that of the Gusto 110. Almost everything like wheelbase, ground clearance, fuel tank capacity and dimensions are identical for both the scooters. Only the width is up by 14 mm for the 125. The obvious other difference, of course, is the engine capacity as well as power and torque figures. The 125 makes just 0.5 bhp more power than its younger sibling. Torque too is up by just 1 Newton meter. Apart from the fancy gizmos and features it comes equipped with, I believe the clincher is the pricing. The DX variant is priced at just Rs 52,750 ex-showroom here in Hyderabad, and the sportier looking VX variant is priced at Rs 55,760. When we look at the competition, the Activa 125 costs nearly 7 to 7.5k more. Even the new Access costs nearly 6k more. We can forget about the Vespa here because that comes under the premium category. As a result, the Gusto 125 makes a lot of sense in terms of offering great value for your hard-earned money. Design-wise, the basic design silhouette of the scooter looks identical to that of its younger sibling. There have been minor cosmetic changes that have been made to make this one look a bit sportier and snazzier. Up front, we have the headlamp cluster with a halogen lamp and LED pilot lamps. The front panel gets revised styling to distinguish it from the 110cc variant. The chrome finish to the brand logo and black accents for the clearance turn indicators look great. The dual-tone orange and white paint scheme really looks very attractive. The front forks and the wheels are painted in black to enhance its sporty appeal. Coming to the profile, the scooter looks and appears to be solidly built. The design is very sensible and universal in its appeal, and it looks good from almost any angle. I absolutely love the brown leather seat which comes for the black color variant. Trust me, it looks a class apart and it really makes the scooter look a lot more premium. We also get aluminium brake levers which look great and chrome accents for the turn indicators for the black color variant that make the scooter look classy. We get a chrome heat plate on the silencer which looks great as well. The tail lamp cluster at the back is very decently laid out. Overall, what I really like about the Gusto is that it doesn't get a stereotypical design that is based on other scooters in the market. It has a unique persona and appearance of its own, which gives it its very own identity in the market. The seat is beautifully laid out. It offers more than adequate room for the rider as well as the pillion. The analog instrument console is neatly laid out too. We get a speedometer, odometer and fuel gauge. I like the silver accents on it as well. We get loads of legroom for the rider thanks to the scooped out front panels and the flat floorboard. Talking about features that make the Gusto stand out among its competition, first we get the large 12-inch wheels with 90x90 tire at both ends, which provides for better high-speed stability. Then of course we have, for the first time ever in this segment, seat height adjustment. The seat can be adjusted up or down by 4 inches. Then we have the Guide Me Home headlamp feature. The headlamp stays on for a few seconds even after we turn off the ignition to light up our pathway back home. Then we have the flip key like we have for cars. The key gets an LED torch light which would help you find the keyhole easily. The scooter gets Find Me lamps feature as well, which flashes all the lamps on the scooter at a time and helps you find your scooter quickly in crowded parking lots. The scooter gets a VRLA maintenance-free battery and also a front kick mechanism which enables you to kickstart the scooter without getting off of it. The scooter gets the highest ground clearance of 165 mm among its rivals. It also gets the longest wheelbase of 1275 mm, which translates into better high-speed stability. Talking about the engine specs, powering the Gusto 125 is a 4-stroke air-cooled 124.6cc M-Tech engine that puts out a max power of 8.5 bhp at 7000 rpm and 10 Newton meters of torque at 5500 rpm. Taking the scooter out for a spin, I was honestly amazed at the kind of refinement the engine had on offer. I was seriously taken aback as to how smooth and linear the power delivery was. I did take it up to speeds of around 80 km per hour and the scooter didn't complain at all. I was seriously impressed and I would suggest you take a test ride yourself to be amazed. The suspension works really well. We get telescopic forks up front and a hydraulic shock at the back. It offers great ride quality and glides over the potholes effortlessly. The brakes worked fine too. I was able to come to a standstill from 80 km per hour pretty quickly without any jerks or feeling of uncertainty. The seat is nice and comfortable and the chassis really supports the engine performance to ultimately offer smooth acceleration and great stability. Seat height with the seat in its highest set position is 770 mm and with its lowest set position is 735 mm. Mileage claim is 63 kmpl, but I believe anything around 50 kmpl should be welcomed with open arms considering this is a 125cc scooter. Now I have already disclosed the prices earlier in this video, so that's about it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless and ride safe.